feels like the world's upside down.
I think the conversation we were just having with putting some respect on that name, got to talk about the Jaguars.
Yes.
They went across country, beat the 49ers, come back against Kansas City where Patrick Mahomes is playing a fine game, and the Chiefs have some opportunities, and they don't jump on them. And what we're seeing is everything comes back to earth. And last year, the Kansas City Chiefs were 10-0 in one-score games, and this year they are 0-3.
What's the term? Water always finds its level.
Yep.
Is that what it is? Last year they won them all those. And I think common sentiment was, yeah, at some point that evens out. You can't. That's not sustainable. Now it was sustainable last year, and they won them all. It's like Tampa Bay right now, right? It's kind of the same thing, isn't it? It's Tampa Bay right now, or on the other side, it's Arizona. Arizona's been walked off on a field goal 3 weeks in a row. Right? At some point, those things level out, don't they? Now, it may take a year, but at some point they level out. It's leveling out for Kansas City. I got the Chiefs ran the ball. They ran the ball for what? Well, 158 yards, but 60 of them were Mahomes.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt found the end zone twice, but that's still
it's
an issue. There's no explosiveness in the run game. It's plotting with Kareem Hunt. It's plotting with Pacheco. There's the 7th-round rookie that was a wide receiver in Smith. That how do they put him in the offense? Because the passing game the last couple of weeks has been nice. There's been explosives. Mahomes has looked good throwing the football. But all credit in this game goes to Jacksonville because Trevor Lawrence, it was absolute dime over the top to Brian Thomas.
That third down
the
play.
Athleticism that we know he has, and you're waiting for it. He showed it getting outside the pocket. Like, you're going to have mistakes in this game. He overcame them and made the big plays.
Well, and it comes after 2 plays, and that was on the decisive drive. And it came after the first and second down where he was flushed out of the pocket and had a tuck and run. And then he throws into double coverage down the right side and drops one to the bucket to Brian Thomas, who really, where was Brian Thomas? I mean, I said, where was Brian Thomas? He just didn't get him the ball there. He only had 4 catches for 80 yards, but there was no bigger play other than the final touchdown than that. That was huge. I thought, did you see catch that Travis Hunter made in the first half?
Dude's a player, man. He can get on the field a little bit more.
It was insanity. They threw to him 3 times for 64 yards. Their number 1 tight end, Brenton Strange, goes down, and they pick it up with Johnny Munt. And then enough running the football, but it was Trevor Lawrence. Both quarterbacks were their team's leading rusher yesterday. Lawrence had 54 yards on 10 carries, and Mahomes 6 carries for 60 yards. Both of them were in the end zone. Was this, and I got this on the email, it's from Dan. It says, was this a mini signature win for Micah, who he calls Dan because Micah looks like Trevor Lawrence. Was this a mini signature win for Trevor Lawrence?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Primetime game, Monday Night Football.
In fact, I would argue that the last 2 night games were signature wins for the 2 winning quarterbacks, for Drake May and for Trevor Lawrence. Now, Trevor Lawrence has taken a long time to get this, but I don't care what your eyes tell you, because this is one of those to me where you're still struggling, right? Maybe you don't buy it. Jacksonville last week went across the country and beat San Francisco. They beat a Texans team that's won twice since then. Their one loss, and this is really kind of unbelievable, was to the Bengals, right? But they are 4-1. Well, Jeff, yeah, but I don't care how they're winning, man. How did Kansas City get to the Super Bowl last year? What were we just saying? Winning these 1-score games. Go through the NFL week to week and see what the percentage of 1-score games are, man. There's not a ton of blowouts. Now, you can show me a few this week. But there's not a ton of blowouts, especially with good teams in the NFL. My eyes tell me that they're 4-1. That's all that matters. Let's see what they do the next 2 weeks. They get the Seahawks and the Rams at home. They're in a stretch. Chiefs, Seahawks, Rams, all at home before they go Raiders, Texans, Chargers, Cardinals, Titans. All I know, man, is we all looked at the playoff. Oh, this team, and one team out of the South is going to get there. Really? The AFC South? Houston's playing better, and I got 2 4-1 teams. Tell me the world isn't upside down. Buffalo lost this weekend. The Ravens lost this weekend. The Chiefs lost this weekend. The Chargers, the Rams,
The Ravens going to keep
the
losing
Eagles.
for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, when the season started, right? All these teams. So the Eagles, the Rams, the Chargers, all these teams that we're sitting here a week ago, the Bills. These are all the teams. Now the Lions won.
But that's
The Broncos won. That's
you
the NFL.
acknowledge the thing in the moment.
Yeah.
What happens in week 4 does not mean
Week 5.
that team's going to be unbeatable, or week 5,
100%.
or week 6. In the first 2 weeks of the season, the Packers look very good. That's right. The Chargers look good. And then you know what's different? The Chargers don't have their starting 2 tackles.
Now they're down. They're top 2 running backs. Yeah.
Like, that's what changes. So in the moment you're having this conversation, it's this team looks good, and then football happens.
Well, it's the Ravens. Right? That's the Ravens. Their whole defense is out. Their quarterback is out. All of a sudden, they're not
And
the
even
Ravens.
before that, what happened in that Buffalo game?
They gave up 41 points. Yeah, with that defense that wasn't decimated at that point.
Blew a 15-point lead.
That's right. Gave up
And
41
I
points.
think that was the moment where now it's easy to look back, but man, that what we've seen since then, it's not just injuries. It's a team that looks nothing like what you expect. Doesn't look like it's well coached. Doesn't look like it's locked in, and then the injuries happen, and there's no way back.
It's kind of crazy. They're a get well defense now. Here come the Ravens. We're going to get well. All right, 505-246-0610. I got more thoughts on last night. I know you do too, Chiefs fans. Let's go. There's a lot of NFL news coming out of the weekend as we hit Tuesday now. 505-246-0610 is how to find us. You can get in on the Dodgers as well. LeBron's got a big announcement today. You excited about that? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is... But people weren't designed.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5
Trevor Lawrence, 3 total touchdowns. Dodgers win in Philly 4-3. LA goes back to Los Angeles with a 2-0 lead in the best of 5 NLDS. Milwaukee over the Cubs 7-3. It's the Brewers with a 2-0 lead over the Cubs headed back to Wrigley. We have Lobo Talk tonight here on the Sports Animal, 7 o'clock. Lobo football coach Jason Eck with the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy from Sandia Casino. Thursday night, NFL football here. It'll be the Eagles and the Giants, an NFC East clash on your home for the National Football League. 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal. NFL coverage on The Sports Animals presented by Hyenas Comedy Nightclub, which is now open in the Windrock Town Center. You're on the text line. It is 505-246-0610. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. It says, Jeff and JJ, the baseball IQ that Mookie Betts has is absolutely amazing. I can't believe they pulled off the wheel play perfectly. The dude won multiple gold gloves in the outfield, and in my opinion should win another one at shortstop. It's from Ronnie. So the wheel play to which he is referring was a huge play. It was in the bottom of the 9th inning. Nick Castellanos had the 2-run double, and it was 4-3. The Dodgers 4-0 lead had got down to 4-3 with nobody out. And there was a man, it was the guy on second, right? The tying run was on second. And the Dodgers brought in Alex Vesia, the left-hander, to face Bryson Scott. And the Dodgers expected the bunt. And they called, I guess they huddled up, is what they said. And they called the wheel play. What is the wheel play? That means the third baseman will charge the bunt and go towards the plate, pick up the ball, theoretically. And then the shortstop rotates over and will cover third base. And Max Muncy, who was the third baseman, says the Dodgers don't even practice that in spring. But he said after the game, immediately Mookie was like, hey, we need to be doing this. And he talked about Mookie Betts' IQ. He says, we're all thinking it, but Mookie was definitely the one that brought up and said, we need to do this. And they pulled it off, and that was huge because that erased that run at third base. And ultimately, the way things would have happened, it would have been a totally different game. That was it looked so easy, and it was something that you just don't see that often. They pulled it off flawlessly. But, it was, and you think of Mookie Betts, who's was playing outfield, and is now playing shortstop. But that was big. And Ronnie, you're right on that. That was pretty big. What else I got on the text line? 505-246-0610. It's from Travis. Did anyone think the biggest story coming out of last weekend would be a drunk Mark Sanchez facing felony charges for brutally beating a truck driver over a parking spot and getting stabbed in self-defense? The guy whose best football highlight is the butt fumble decided to fumble his entire broadcasting career because he couldn't drink responsibly. Disappointing. Allegedly. Actually, Travis, I had that on my prize picks. Yeah, no, I had more or less. Mark, I'm not kidding. No, nobody thought that. The Mark Sanchez story is wild. And it starts out, what did we get, late Saturday, or early Sunday morning? Mark Sanchez is in the hospital. He was stabbed. You're like, whoa. Kind of weird. And then it all comes out. Now he's facing felony battery charge for what the authorities are saying was a fight over a parking spot. So there's misdemeanor charges that he was already facing, and now Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears, battery. I guess it's a 69-year-old truck driver at 2:30 in the morning. Damn. No, Travis, I didn't have that on my card. Did you, JJ? Was that what you thought was going to be the highlight coming out of the weekend?
I wouldn't say it was the highlight. I would say it's the most bizarre story of the weekend.
A headline. Yeah, a headline. All right, we'll reset you here at the top of this NFL news. Chargers are down running backs. JJ, 2 dudes, too many teams. 2 idiots, too many teams. Vidal, is that the answer now? The running back for the Chargers? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Sound.
$1,000 is a pretty good.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot. It's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
KNML, the sports animal. Now it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Crazy little ending last night. Yep, in the Dodger game and in the Monday Night Football game. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Dodgers win 4-3 over the Phillies. Freddie Freeman digs it out after Sasaki saves them. 2-0 is that division series headed back to Los Angeles. Brewers over the Cubs 7-3. So Milwaukee leads 2-0 headed back to Chicago. The American League goes today. It'll be the Tigers and the Mariners in Michigan. That series is 1 game apiece. Then it'll be the Blue Jays and the Yankees in the Bronx, with Toronto looking to close it out. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Jaguars 31-28 over the Chiefs. JJ, I don't know if we talked enough about the final play where Trevor Lawrence, well, it was the final play, but it was the final touchdown. Trevor Lawrence falls down, and you look at some of the linemen on Kansas City as they slowed it down, and did they quit on the play? Did they think he was down? The panic that Trevor Lawrence said he had, and then he got up, and I give a ton of credit to the offensive line for the Jaguars to hold long enough for Trevor Lawrence to get up. Did it look like the play was going to Etienne? Was that because he got his foot stepped on by the right guard? Did you think it was a handoff?
Probably play action with 25 seconds left.
Okay, because I thought they would add enough time to it was first down to run one and then get on it. It wasn't first down?
No, it was. I do not think you're running a handoff.
Okay. All right.
But, it's just a guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because when ETN, when you see him, he's not it's not even a good fake for him. He just kind of running, and then he sees Lawrence ball, and he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
I think it was a bootleg for sure to get Lawrence outside the pocket, and it ended up working.
Pretty amazing play by Trevor Lawrence. Like honestly, pretty amazing play by a dude who went down. And sometimes we look at guys, and then you got to watch them play. And you don't let your eyes tell you the truth. Trevor Lawrence is way more mobile than people want to say Trevor Lawrence is. I mean, did you watch him yesterday? He ran for 54 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was mobile. He got out of the pocket when he needed to. I'm not telling you he's Lamar Jackson, but dude is
he's the new era quarterback in the NFL.
Right?
He's what Mahomes. You get him outside the pocket, he moves enough, decent straight line speed. That's the new pocket passer.
But ask your average guy in a bar watching football, is Trevor Lawrence as mobile as Patrick Mahomes? You're out of your mind, right?
I think a lot of it is he's been beaten down because been waiting for him to be the next coming. It was Trevor Lawrence, and then it's Caleb Williams, and then it's this, and you forget that these are pretty talented guys. They just don't always immediately step in and look like Jaden Daniels.
I think when we went into this season, and this is probably the second season in a row, was he at the top of the show me list for quarterbacks? No, was it Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams in a second.
No, it was Tua, but
I think Tua had already.
I'm on a board with Trevor Lawrence. Like, okay, if he's done in Jacksonville, he's immediately getting a starting job.
100%.
So that's why I agree with that statement. But at the same time, he's not a guy that's gonna, if he were to get cut, say at the end of the year, or they move him, that falls into, oh, you got to go earn this shot. So someone's gonna say, you know what, you're a starting quarterback, right?
Yeah, no, he shows up in New Orleans tomorrow, and he's your guy. He shows up in Pittsburgh tomorrow, he's your guy. He shows up in Cleveland tomorrow, he's probably your guy. He shows up in, Indianapolis, he's probably your guy. He shows up in Las Vegas, he is absolutely your guy. No, you're right. There's 5, 6, 7 spots where he shows up tomorrow, and you don't want him? I'll take him. It's like you're finding Stephon Diggs on your waiver wire last week, right? You don't want him? I'll take him, and I'll win with him. No, somebody will win with him. I don't know if I think Liam Cohen and this staff is the best staff that they've had. We'll find out as we go, and it's on Trevor Lawrence, because JJ, to your point, a guy who is the number 1 overall pick that has those physical attributes, that has flashed enough good that you feel that. I guess the other side of this is, Jamarcus Russell was the number 1 overall pick, right? But he wasn't this dude. He's shown you enough where, there's plenty of people who will say, absolutely, give me that dude. Like, I don't know if you would say a majority of teams, but if I went down the list right now and said, Miami, the Jets, the Browns,
quarterback needy teams,
the Steelers,
it wouldn't be the same conversation if we're saying, hey, Tua's on the market. I don't think it's immediately he steps in.
No
5,
way.
6, 8 places.
No way. I don't think there's 2 places that he steps in. I think New Orleans is the only spot. Right? I mean, how many places do you think he's better than starting quarterback?
So Lawrence has that athleticism, has that talent, and he had a Super Bowl winning head coach, Doug Peterson, and it didn't click. Then that's after the Urban Meyer experience, and at some point it's a look in the mirror. And by the way, the Jaguars are winning with Trevor Lawrence. They're 4-1.
Yeah. The answer is yes. Why did it work with Doug Peterson? And he was hurt a lot. Now, I'll give you that. He was hurt a lot, but it just didn't. Are they winning because of him? Yeah, I'm going to argue that they are.
And I think this is, on both sides of the football, the most talent that's been there in Jacksonville.
Look, they scored 31 points last night. They scored 26 in San Francisco. They scored 26 against the Panthers. Right about that 24 number is the number. 21 to 24 you expect to win on a weekly basis. right? But sometimes you need more. But you look at a defense that gave up 31 to the Bengals, but otherwise they've given up 10 and 10, 21 and 28. But are they winning because of him? Yeah, in large part, yeah. Now they got a pick six yesterday, a 99-yard pick six. Which, how about that from Mahomes, right?
Yeah, that was an incredible play from Devin Lloyd, the Jaguars linebacker. It's always that lineman or linebacker you don't quite read, drops into the zone, makes a tremendous play. But again, going back to Trevor Lawrence, down 4, final drive, he made clutch plays.
Was last night? Do you think? Do you think it was more about the Chiefs or more about the Jaguars?
More about the Jaguars.
I think so too.
That's the Chiefs team we've seen this season.
Well,
not
in
great
large
run
respect,
game, making plays, defense can be all right, but it's always, they're going to make the play at the end. Well, now they're 0-3 in one-score game.
Yeah, in large respect, I would argue that it was the same Chiefs team we saw last season. They just didn't win the one-score game. Right? How many? Like, didn't they won 2 games on like missed field goals last year at the end? Like, didn't Denver have them beat last year? The Chargers had them beat last year, and they had a lot of fortune last year. And this year it's not. They're throwing a pick six when Mahomes has the ball and gets picked off at the 1-yard line. They're going 99 yards the other way. That can happen to them. It doesn't happen to Patrick Mahomes, right? But I agree with you. This was about the Jags. When do the Jags get Indianapolis? Because it's crazy that I sit here and I'm like, I'm kind of jonesing for those. December 7 and December 28.
How about the next 2 weeks for Jacksonville?
They get the Seahawks and the Rams both at home.
Rams is an international game.
Oh, is that international? Oh, yeah. 7:30 home. Where's that game, Mike? Siberia, Brazil, Germany, London, Dublin, Russia.
Wembley Stadium.
Is that where it is? Right. That's an interesting early morning game. When is that? That's on the 19th. All right. 505-246-0610. I'll get you other stuff in the NFL. So there's injury stuff. There's an interesting story on the Emari Demercado fumbling the ball before he gets into the end zone and is running with his head coach, Jonathan Gannon, and what the head coach had to say and how he handled that. So I want to get into that as well, because how are you supposed to handle that as a head coach? Are you supposed to go over and hug him and say it's okay? I mean, a bunch of you were calling for him to be cut yesterday. How should a head coach handle a knucklehead play when it happens? Well, I want to play that game as well. 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Who watches your home when you're not there? The bad guys are out there, you know that. The good guys are out there as well. You just got to call them. IPS is the good guys. It's affordable private security with whom I have worked for years. They watch my home. They watch hundreds of homes and businesses all over Albuquerque and Santa Fe. You see them in your neighborhood. You see them when you go to the store. Why are they everywhere? Because it works, because they keep the bad guys away, and you know property crime is a real issue. IPS has officers strategically placed all over Albuquerque, also in Santa Fe. They react quickly. Often they catch criminals in the act, then they detain them and the police come pick them up. IPS will provide standing guards if you prefer. If you want eyes on your property around the clock. They will install alarms and camera systems. They have a state-of-the-art facility that monitors those cameras 24/7. All of this raises the level of security around your home and around your business. When I go out of town, they come by. If I ask them to pick up a package that got dropped off on the porch, they'll do that and bring it to me when I get back. They'll roll garbage cans to the curb on garbage day and back. Give your home that lived-in look. You can't prevent all the crime, but if you've got no protection, you're much more likely to be victimized. Call IPS, 505-897-2420, area code 505-897-2420. They're online at ipsglobal.com, passionate about making Albuquerque and Santa Fe better and safer places to live and work.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
OT in your AM, it's your chance to win. We have your chance to win right now, $1,000, $5K a day on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal. Text the national keyword. It is paper. P-A-P-E-R. Text it now to 95819. That's 95819 for your chance to win. We'll text you back to confirm your entry. Data and messaging rates may apply, and please do not drink and drive. It's the opening drive. Jeff Simbieta and JJ Buck, 505 2460610. Earl, good morning. You're on the Sports Animal. Hello, Earl.
Hey, good morning, guys. So, I guess the point is I am the below average sports fan. And as an example, this year I was in San Diego during the summertime with my family. Someone offered me some VIP reclining seats to go see the Padres play, and my daughters and my wife let's go to the beach instead, and so we did. And but the one thing I can tell you is I do have a daughter that graduated from Texas Tech. I've got a daughter currently at La Cueva High School, and I got the chance to see Mahomes play a lot during Texas Tech's. And again, I'm an old guy repeating myself on this stuff, but I want to go back to the Jaguar QB story. This guy's a closer, man. He fell down, but he still closed the deal. I think he's got some greatness in him, and so I'm going to say that. Unlike Tony Romo, who dropped the snap and lost in the very beginning, and for some reason they kept on hanging on to him. But anyway, so the Chiefs, Mahomes. Last year, he kind of lost his magic, and I had said that before. But, man, he actually showed some of that magic last night. But, man, the Jaguar QB had more magic, and somehow they won that game, and I loved watching it. But I want to talk about this. Going to Texas Tech and watching my daughter graduate, it's not fair to compare Texas to New Mexico. But in Texas, you've got UT, you've got A&M, you've got Baylor. And really, Texas Tech is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of colleges. And for some reason, their stadium appears to be an NFL stadium. Mm-hmm. And I guess it's like, why can't they just take the current football stadium and turn that into a soccer stadium and build a whole new stadium? Why are people talking about renovating it? I don't know. Anyways, listen, I think this Jaguars guy, he's a closer, man. He proved it to me last night. I hope Mahomes gets his magic back. I think I saw it last night, but I think he's going to have some supporting cast to make that happen. And really, that's just the below average sports fan giving you his opinion. All right,
that's good. I got a bunch in here. All right, so what I took out of that is I didn't know they had reclining chairs in the Padres. Did you know that?
No, but I would say going to the beach is not a bad.
Yeah, it's not.
Turn down reclining chairs.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was an option. It's yes. Texas Tech isn't the stepchild anymore because they got a lot of money. Mahomes is going to be fine. There's going to be another chapter of Patrick Mahomes. Okay, this may be a down year for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes hasn't lost his magic, nor is he close to being done. All right, it may be somebody else's time this year. And I do believe that somebody else will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl besides the Chiefs. But he's not done. Trevor Lawrence is going to have a good career. I don't know that he's a superstar, but he's going to have a good NFL career. On the stadium, if the stadium doesn't work the way it is now for football, why is it going to be good for soccer? Well, he said just turn it over to soccer and let them have it and build another one. Hey, where are you going to build it? where are you going? I mean, the whole give that stadium to soccer thing.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
And you're not putting United there and all of a sudden getting 30,000 people.
Correct.
It's going to look like there's no.
Correct. The answer, if they were going to do it there, was the other side. But now as we're talking about renovating the stadium, it just flat out doesn't work. Was the soccer company. No, United wants their own spot. They want to control all the marketing, the signage, which I don't blame them, by the way. I'm not mad at that. They want their own spot that is theirs. They're a tenant in Isotopes Park. They don't get to control all that permanent signage. It's got to kill them that there's that big Isleta signage when Sandia, right on the outfield wall where the TV sees it, and Sandia is their casino partner. It's got to kill them. Right? It's got to kill them that the Isleta New Mexico Bowl signage is out there in right field and it gets on TV all the time. They don't get to control that. They're tenants there. They want to control all that, and they want to get all that revenue, and I do not blame them for that. They want their own spot. They don't want to be a tenant. But if this stadium is not good for football, why is it going to be good for soccer? The whole give soccer the stadium thing, I think that's a very, very small minority of people who have that concept. That will not work. the stadium, the seasons run concurrent. The scheduling conflict. You need grass for soccer, right? Or at least it's highly preferable, is it not? As opposed,
it's preferable, but it's not this FIFA level.
Right.
You got to play on grass. They're playing on turf a ton of places in the USL.
Yeah, the way the field is marked. This is a permanently marked field, so then you have all that. Like it's cool, man. Let them go have their own thing. And we're gonna find. I think their fan base, and I'll go back to this. I think their fan base is a niche fan base. I think they've got a really hardcore 7,000-ish fans, and then others go out and people, and they're going to continue to get good crowds out wherever they play, and it's going to be good. And they're going to go out their stadium out there, and they're going to go do their thing, and they're going to be a part of the scene here. I think that's great. Now you're going to tell me it works in San Diego, and I guess it is working, right, with soccer and at Snapdragon and the Aztec Stadium. And it's the way they built that stadium, and that was the vision there. That was their collaboration.
And it's also not necessarily the headquarters of the other sport. Right? It's a football stadium.
But it's off of right. San Diego State's football offices are up
on
on
like
campus.
You have your workout facilities, right? The train, like this is UNM's facility with a bunch of stuff right around.
That's where their stadium. That's where their office is. That's where they house everything. Their locker room is. Their practice facilities.
Like that is just that's a football stadium, and then you have your Aztec football stuff, etc.
No, that's a great point. I mean, are you going to ask the Lobos to move out of their locker room during football so a soccer team can move in, and then where are they going? It's a really, really fair point. It's a really fair point. So, but the stadium issue is its own issue. But give it to soccer. And like here, soccer, take our leftovers. Like soccer.
No, there's a reason the proposal is an 8,000 to 10,000 seat stadium at Boone Field, and not a 30,000 seat football.
No, that's right. All right, text line. We had Tony Sanchez on, the New Mexico State football coach. It's bye week for the Aggies. They go to Liberty next week, coming off of last week's win over Sam Houston State. Mud says, you're right, Jefferson, about Mud, that some hater's going to hate. Well, not today. The Aggies need some love at the sports animal, too. I mean, it has to shine on a dog's bleep some days, Tambien. JK with a bunch of happy faces, smiling and crying, laughing emojis. Go Lobos up. All right. If you want to listen to Tony, he'll be up there on the website, wherever you get your podcast after the show. As they go, they have their bye week. Lobos are in Boise this week. You get Lobo Talk tonight. Jason Eck will be at the San Diego Casino right here on the Sports Animal. Robert Portnoy, the voice of the Lobos, hosts that show. You can listen to that at 7 o'clock. All right, I do want to get into these injuries, and I do want to get into the Jonathan Gannon, Imari DiMarcado thing. The guy who fumbled the football, that dropped the football before crossing the goal line, and then his head coach just got in his face. How that went yesterday. And I will ask you the question, how should a head coach react to that? An absolutely unforced knucklehead play that, did it cost them the game? I mean, it went a long way, didn't it? Great play until it wasn't. So I want to get into that when we get back. 505-246-0610. You got a yard that could be better? We all do, right? You want something that you can be really proud of and enjoy for years, front yard, backyard, whatever it is. I have that now. LaBarge Landscape made that happen for me, and they can make it happen for you as well. For me, I needed a good cleanup. I needed like restoration in some respects, and I needed my lawn reseeding and seeding, not like a recession, and my sprinklers needed an overhaul. All of a sudden now I got plush grass. My yard's clean. It's beautiful. They did that for me, and they can do it for you. LaBarge Landscape's got over 32 years of experience in this market and over 80 plus years of experience in the building. It's a family-owned, family-operated business that takes great pride in what they do. They are licensed, they are bonded, they are insured, they are spectacular. I am so glad I called LaBarge Landscape, and I know you will be as well. I had an idea what I need, right? For me, it was a cleanup. I wasn't doing a full rehaul. But maybe you want a brand new look in your yard, front yard, backyard, whatever it is. Have them come over and take care of that for you. Maybe you don't know exactly what you want, but you know you want a redesign. Let their design team come out and create something stunning. They'll put together sketches until you and your family are fully satisfied with what you're going to get. Whether it's a retaining wall or a water feature or a putting green, or maybe you want xeriscaping or it's new sod and a sprinkler system, whatever it is, LaBarge Landscape will turn it into reality. We get great weather 12 months a year. We enjoy our outdoor spaces all year. Make sure you love your outdoor space. You're going to get years of enjoyment from a landscape transformation. You will love it. Call LaBarge Landscape like I did, 505-345-3000. 505-345-3000. Or go on their website. It's LaBarge, L-A-B-A-R-G-E, LaBargeLandscape.net. Look through the gallery, look at the pictures, and some of the great work that they've done. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
I'm a Blaze King customer.
Chiefs last night, 31-28, Jacksonville over the Chiefs. The NFL week is over. We're going to get back into that in a bit. I want to tell you about the sweet deal that we've got going on. It goes live on our website, sportsanimалabq.com. At 9 o'clock, and it's one of your favorites. It is El Patron, the Mexican restaurants or the new Mexican restaurants, and you can enjoy every bite of their food. It's a journey to New Mexico. They have the award-winning carne adobada, green chili stew, margaritas. Go over there and taste the tradition of El Patron and celebrate Taco Tuesdays every, Tuesday, and enjoy their mouth-watering tacos for only $2.75. They got happy hour from 3 to close at both locations, the one on Montgomery and the one on Wyoming, with featured cocktails and the happiest hours menu. If you are craving authentic New Mexican cuisine for your next event, El Patron has you covered. They offer delicious on- and off-site catering at unbeatable prices. So go by. It's one of my favorites. All about the food. Their menu boasts tantalizing array of authentic New Mexican dishes, from mouth-watering enchiladas smothered in red or green chile to tamales and rice bursting with flavor. Each dish crafted with love, using only the finest locally sourced ingredients and authentic spices, ensuring the taste of New Mexico in every bite. It is El Patron, and they are your sweet deal. You can get $60 to spend at El Patron for only $30. Go to our website, sportsanimалabq.com. Do that at 9 o'clock and take part in this. All right, a couple of injuries in the National Football League. The Chargers are placing rookie running back Omarion Hampton on injured reserve with an ankle. So he's out at least 4 weeks. So those of you who thought you hit the lottery with that rookie, is 4 weeks without him. So what am I, in the Kimani Vidal business? Is it Hassan Haskins? Where am I going here?
Yes, and keep an eye out for if they sign Gus Edwards.
Okay.
This was a backfield last year that when J.K. Dobbins got hurt, Hassan Haskins, Kimani Vidal were the runners.
Which way are you going?
And doing the research, none of them were started for him.
All right.
Like, it's a running back, but you were getting like 4 or 5 points.
It's a running back who's going to get the ball in an offense that was scoring points until this week. Yeah.
It's this one. There's not a. It's if you need one of those guys because Amari and Hampton went down,
knock yourself out.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
And add them to your roster. But there's not a 1A or 1B. This is total. Who gets hot? That's probably who they're going to roster.
This story interests me from a number of angles. You all saw the Amari DiMercado play the Cardinals running back who busted a 72-yard run, but he needed 73. He dropped the ball. And JJ, I still look at the freeze frame, and it is so damn close. But it just shouldn't be that close. He dropped the football in celebration before he crossed the goal line. Would have been a 72-yard touchdown. I guess he gets 71 yards. And instead of a touchdown, it's a turnover, and his team lost the game by a point. And there was video that was going pretty viral on social media where his head coach, Jonathan Gannon, went over to DeMarcado, who was being consoled by one of his linemen, Paris Johnson. And he got in his running back's face. And it looked like he was ripping into him and kind of walked away and was still ranting. And I guess he made contact with the right arm. Jonathan Gannon is the head coach, and he said yesterday, I woke up this morning and didn't feel great about it, honestly. I just told the team I kind of let the moment of what happened get the better of me. Obviously, I try to be emotionally stable and calm because my job is to solve problems during a game and lead the charge on that. So it's not really who I am, who I want to be. So I told the guys today, so it's a mistake by me. And it's just like everybody in there. Everybody made some type of mistake yesterday, which culminates to why we didn't win the game, and we can't let it happen moving forward. End quote. I guess that's an apology. Is that what you're hearing in that? Is that? I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I heard an explanation of what I did. How should a head coach react there?
I think it was just the end where he wanted to hit DeMarcado and he did. He had a closed fist coming through, and he like pulled up. Like that was the only thing. Like that's not hard coaching. That was like he just wanted to smack that dude, like everyone else did last year. Because what tells you everything about the interaction is DeMarcado didn't react. The two linemen that were there weren't like settled down. They're like, all right, coach is getting into this guy. They're taking it.
Now,
but it's the end when he was walking away and he's got this like closed fist and he swings through.
Oh, he's irate.
Like, he didn't hit them.
Yeah.
But that is what people are looking at because it's sport. You get yelled at. You're gonna get yelled at. You made a huge mistake.
Gannon continued, I just thought it was a big play in the game that needs to be executed. I've seen us do that before, execute those things, and we hold our hat on standard operating procedures about the ball. And I just would have liked to see it execute a little better there. That's a big loss. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Look, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like, coaches rip into players, right? That's part of being a coach. Every one of us who's ever played athletics at any level has probably been ripped. I don't know, maybe new age, it doesn't happen much anymore. You're not allowed to yell at kids anymore, right? You and I both got yelled at.
I think it's the realization, like, are you yelling with a purpose or are you just yelling and cursing because you're...
All right, would this be a purpose?
Yeah, but it's the end, dude. When he walks away, he hits his player.
Did he hit him or
yes, he did.
Did he bump his player?
No, he did not bump his
player. Did he hit his player with a close fist?
He wanted to come through.
No, he wanted to. I get what he wanted to do, and he did.
And that's, to me, the only part of the interaction of, all right, were you making a point or were you just trying to...
No, I think he was losing his belief. I think Coach, like, he didn't hit his...
And again, the players there tell me that they're taking it. They knew it.
Yeah.
And does he need to apologize for it? No, I think it's the fact that he walks away like...
Yeah,
comes
but he
like
hit
that.
the air. He didn't hit the player. Like we've all walked away and just got...
he hit the player.
I mean, with a closed fist, he slugged him?
He pulled back.
Yeah.
Okay, he was trying to, like, he's going to go hit him in the chest. But that's the only thing is, like, all right, is your point is players are not reacting. They're not like, oh, you crossed the line, coach. No, he's eating it. They're eating it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't make it up, right? Dude, like, I'm trying to think of a more knucklehead thing. I get, a late hit on a player. We see late hits all the time where it's just knucklehead stuff, right?
Because screaming happens when you've been around practice, even the quote-unquote new era coaching. Is your message coming across?
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing to scream and curse and, all right, you want to put someone down and kick them off the team. Okay, is your message coming across? The message, even in that screaming, was coming across because the players weren't reacting.
So where you are, the issue was not that he yelled at him, and not even the closed fist. It's that he hit him. That there was
watching
physical
he
contact.
walks away, what he does to his running.
Yeah, I need to go find him. How should he have reacted?
Like that, just don't
Okay.
He hit his running back twice. The first one I get it. He gets him in the chest. Get his attention. You yell at him. And let's go. But you're like, this is falling back on you too. That's why he's apologizing, because he's realizing, oh, these close losses at some point in time, they're not going to keep blaming Kyler Murray.
No, this wasn't Kyler Murray.
But that's been the talk for the last 2 years.
No, I understand. You know who they're going to start blaming is his coach. I mean, how much more can he sustain?
And
right?
part of that was the damage control yesterday. Like, everyone knows it's DeMarcado's fault. Every Cardinals fan would have been fine with in the post-game press conference if Gannon sat down and said, DeMarcado is no longer a member of the Cardinals. Like, everyone was that upset.
You think they should have cut him? Oh, he did kind of. Yeah, he does kind of brush his arm. Yeah, he tried to pull back, and he brushed his arm. All right, I like. How would you have reacted? You're the coach. You lose your bleep, right?
I think everyone was fine with the reaction.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't.
Because to me, I look at the players in that one. The players will tell you if coach was like off his.
Yeah.
As opposed to just, I got to eat this, man. I just cost our team.
Yeah, and even his coach walked away, man. Like, nobody. Yeah, you're right. All right, 505-246-0610. It's a pretty amazing one, though. Like, did he hit his player? I guess he did, as I watched this thing again. Dude's in his face. He kind of hit his arm. But, boy, he wanted to slow him. He held back. He held. I mean, I'm glad he didn't try to drop his player.
People would have still been on his side, I'm telling you. But that, I think that's the moment he realized. All right.
Yeah, boy, that's as choked as I've seen a coach in a minute, though. I mean,
get in line, man.
Yes.
How did you feel about that play?
And if he was on your fantasy team, how do you feel about that play? 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com and JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. You could have watched that and that whole game, the whole weekend, in the comfort of your completely unique, beautiful, comfortable chair from Mustang Home Goods. Call Mike Waring and get yourself a consultation now with Mike. And you can have one of these beautiful pieces of art that are also furniture. It's not just furniture, it is art. You can have what I've got. Mike shocked me with that beautiful chair about 3 weeks ago that has the Isleta New Mexico Bowl logo. It's now in my office. It is a centerpiece. Not only is it beautiful, it's got the logo in 3 places carved in, but it's incredibly comfortable. Go to our Facebook page, the OD in the AM. Take a look at it, and then go get one for yourself. Like, think of what would be your logo. What would you want on your chair? What would make it say you? This is custom furniture for people of all sizes. Mike is a retired Navy officer, and he pours his heart into creating custom furniture for people of all shapes and all sizes. He'll make a piece to fit you. It's not just furniture. This is usable art. He uses adjustable ergonomics. So if you have a back injury or a leg injury, he'll fit the chair to you. You don't have to fit the chair. That's what's so beautiful about it. Plus, it is just flat out gorgeous, and it's incredibly comfortable. Take a look at some of the examples at MustangHomeGoods.com, and you'll see why I am completely blown away by this. You can have a beautiful piece of art in your home, in your office, in your living room, in your bedroom, in your patio, in the dining room, that is for you, that is gorgeous. And if you are looking for that gift for that person who has everything, what do I get? This is it. But you got to get on it now for the holidays, because this isn't something you just order and it shows up tomorrow via Amazon. This is beautiful custom art. Go to MustangHomeGoods.com. Schedule a consultation with Mike. Tell your story in your home with something special. MustangHomeGoods.com.
This report.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride barbecue chicken and ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf.
The closest you're going to get a coach punching someone on the sideline is that moment.
Yeah. I don't know how many coaches, like, there's very few Mike Vrabels out there. Like, if there was a coach that, and it's, look, okay, can I preface this? I'm not advising any coach to take a swipe at a player, period, okay? If there's a coach in the NFL, is Vrabel the only one that you would say, yeah, all right, you might be able to defend yourself?
Dan Campbell?
All right, I'll give you Dan Campbell. That's a very good one.
Yeah, Vrabel.
I'm going to guess Mike McDaniels probably shouldn't do it. Jonathan Gannon.
I still think
probably.
It depends on which guy you go after on your team.
All right, he went after that dude. I mean, Amari DiMercato is still a pretty big dude. Probably shouldn't be slugging. I don't know that
I'm probably not taking Gannon.
That's right.
In this versus the players.
Yeah.
But again, the players will tell you all you need to do.
And they didn't do anything.
They didn't react to scalding. That wasn't about yelling. Like, you can yell at them. It happens every week in a multitude.
So I want to go back to the premise here. What is the right way for a coach to address that?
Honestly, are we nitpicking with what happened at the end? That's the only reason why it's being talked about, and there was an apology.
Well, so you're the head coach of a team that's teetering. You've just lost 2 weeks in a row on walk-offs. You got a backup running back who's got a chance to put the game away, just busted loose for 72 yards, and dropped the ball before carrying it into the end zone. As knucklehead of a play as you can make. How would you address the player? Would you go over and hug him and say it's okay? But because it's not.
It's the end. Like, look at that. DiMercato, like, physically, like, moved.
No, I get it.
It's the end. It has nothing to do with the yelling.
So never mind the video. What's the right way?
Yell to do.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing wrong with yelling. It happens all the time. There's just coaches that yell and walk away and don't have a moment like this.
All right, when we get back, I mean, do you care? LeBron's making a big announcement today. Big announcement from LeBron today. Do you care? Maybe you will when you hear it, or maybe you won't. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animals.
They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Now is the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
31-27, Jags over the Chiefs last night. Monday Night Football, you heard it right here on the Sports Animal, your home for the National Football League. Trevor Lawrence fell, got up, ran, scored, winner. Trevor Lawrence scored the winning touchdown. The Jags are 4-1, the Chiefs are 2-3. Baseball last night, Dodgers 4, Phillies 3. Nervous ninth inning for the Dodger bullpen, but they were able to pull it off. They go back to Los Angeles up 2-0 in a best of 5. Brewers over the Cubs 7-3. Milwaukee is up 2-0, and that series is headed back to the Windy City. Today, the American League takes back over. It'll be the Blue Jays trying to close out the Yankees in the Bronx, and it'll be the Tigers and the Mariners in Motown. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. We're just getting into the Amari DiMercato and Jonathan Gannon scene on the sideline after the running back dropped the ball before the end zone. Mo said take a motion out, and fumble was the equivalent of a punt to the 20. Coach's meltdown set the tone for the whole team. Granted, touchdown guarantees victory. The running back is an idiot. It's like when a kicker missed, you put your arm around him, you help him forget, we'll need you at the end type of thing. Only the great ones can do this. You got to love sports. So that's what I was saying. What's the right way to do it? Am I going to need my running back later, right? A kicker misses a kick. It's a physical. There's a difference between a physical mistake and a mental mistake, right? Kicker misses a kick. It's like, damn, right? Like a guy drops a ball. Damn, dude, I didn't try to drop it. Now this guy dropped the ball. This is an absolute unforced mental error, right? There's a big difference between a physical mistake, a kicker missing a kick, you missed an open receiver 20 yards down the field, whatever, and this, correct?
Yes.
So should the coach's reaction be different? And I think it's fair. I think the answer is yes.
I think most people are fine with that reaction.
The reason he had to address it is because it looked bad at him.
Yeah.
The way he ended that race.
Yeah, no, that's right. Somebody probably said, dude, look at this. It's not fair. You need to address it.
Because, again, I go back to the players will tell you if it's just a coaching moment or this dude's off his rockers. Like, you can't react to him. And none of the players reacted to what the coach said.
All right, 505-246-0610. LeBron's got the decision of all decisions today. Oh, yeah, buddy. He's taking his talents to Amazon. Is that what it is? So LeBron put out a tweet yesterday, the decision of all decisions. It's going to happen at noon Eastern time, 10 o'clock our time. This is some marketing thing, right? This isn't, this is my last year.
Sounds like a marketing play.
This is going to be something for Amazon or something he's selling. Prime Day starts today, by the way. You know that? So what am I going to buy on Amazon Prime? Is that the decision of all decisions? He put out a video, pretty cryptic video. The decision of all decisions. The second decision. There's no way Jim Gray's going to be sitting there. He's saying, this is my last year. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. I'm going back to Cleveland. There's no, right? Because there's all kinds of speculation. Everybody's losing their mind over this. Is he announcing this is his last year? Is he announcing he's buying the franchise to put in Vegas? Is he? It's got to be a marketing, right?
It feels that way.
You care? What's going to make you care? If he announced this is his last year?
That would be interesting news.
Okay. If he announces that Amazon Prime Day is today, do you have big decisions on what to buy?
Not me that I
know. Nor should it be. 505-246-0610. Edward, what's your decision? You got a big decision, like which hottie hot sauce that you roll with today, or what?
That's always a compelling decision, right? And usually things happen organically.
Fair enough.
So,
yeah.
I have to matriculate and coagulate and, basically go through a lot of data for those decisions. Who knows with LeBron now? Like, it's at a point where it's somewhat, I'm a big LeBron fan. It's somewhat comical, and it'll add to the vitriol people have towards him, which is also kind of awesome.
Yeah, I'm more who cares with LeBron now, but I guess we're different in that respect.
Yeah, who cares, right?
Yeah.
I think that LeBron should play like 3 more years and put the scoring record so out of reach that no one's ever going to touch it for like 50 years, and then some phenom will come along and records are made to be broken. As I watched the football all weekend, and I watched literally teams and players pee down their leg in the big moment, I laughed out loud for probably 10 minutes yesterday, Jeff, when your caller, in all seriousness,
peed down his leg? Yeah. The last caller of the day yesterday was talking about the bathroom. It was just a random call about can you put porta potties in the southeast corner, and some guy who was there wearing khaki pants who peed himself and then was in there trying to dry himself off.
And it was so, because I was captivated by the moment because he was so serious trying to make his point and articulate it. Yeah. He went into choice descriptive saying they even used a hand dryer.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I didn't even know they had hand dryers in the porta potties.
He made it funny.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
Clean my dishes, please.
Yeah.
Hey, as I watch teams pee down their leg and players all weekend, which further emphasizes Bill Belichick's statement and a few other coaches, Jimmy Johnson, most games are lost and not won. Most games are lost and not won, and it manifested itself this weekend. So, I'm still mad at my beloved Patriots for blowing a game against the Steelers, or they'd be 4-1.
Where they turned the ball over twice in the end zone?
I'm still mad about that.
Yeah, they turned the ball over twice in the end zone, I think.
Twice in the end zone, 5 overall, and lost a 7-point game to the Steelers. But I think the league is in the process of kind of flipping right now, and then it's going to flip back at the end of the year. But I do want to give Prescott some flowers. I would say right now I rank him 5th in MVP. I think the leading candidate for MVP is Mayfield. And then I think Daniel Jones is number 2. I think Josh Allen is number 3. And I think Goff is number 4. and I would give Prescott the 5 spot. So I'm not a hater, if you want to use that term. He is playing well. And as long as, their 2 wins, it's easy to say their 2 wins are against the 0-5 Jets and the 1-4 Giants, but you only play your schedule, and he's delivering. So we'll see how this unfolds as the season moves on. Thank you for taking my call. Have a lovely day.
Good to hear you. Who's your leading candidates for? So let me throw Jonathan Taylor in as well for MVP. Dak is the second leading passer in the league right now, behind Matthew Stafford. Daniel Jones is third. Baker Mayfield is fourth. Drake May is fourth. After 5 games, 5 weeks, and again, this will change because it's October 7th. Baker Mayfield's my leading candidate for MVP. Who's you?
I like that list. I think you have Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold. Yeah, I'm
be in
good
that
with
conversation. Just guys that have the stats and wins, touchdown to interception ratio. It's really good. And I think you look at the top 10 passers in the NFL, and even a couple outside of that. Like, there's fantastic numbers out there. But when you run down, okay, what would constitute an MVP to this point in the season? I look at not just overall performance, but clutch performance. Mayfield's the leader in that category. And the leading a team to a turnaround. There's Daniel Jones. Like Prescott, I think that's fair. You credit him for being the second leading passer in the league, but would be behind the other guys that are able to be ahead in the standings.
Jared Goff's an interesting one. I think people lost their mind after that first game. And I cautioned you to not lose your mind over a sample size of 1. Yeah, the Packers shut down the Lions in game 1. Oh, they lost their coordinators. And they're not in, and Campbell can't coach. And what have they done since? They've just beat people up. So, I'm listening to where you are. Absolutely would listen to who you got for MVP early on. 505-246-0610. Joe Burrow's always mentioned as a potential MVP in like August. He's out. Jake Browning's been their quarterback. Will he be their quarterback in Cincinnati next week? It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM at AM 670 Sports Zone.
Listen to Rio Rancho Rams.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Sweet Rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico.
Opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's your chance to win $1,000. It's $5K a day. And it's right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Here's a keyword. It's the national keyword. Text the word bank, B-A-N-K. Text the word bank right now to 95819. That's 95819. We'll text you back, confirm your entry. Data and messaging rates may apply. Please do not drink and drive or text and drive for that matter. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. All right. One of those teams, man. One of those teams. Cincinnati. Joe Burrow gets hurt, they go in the tank. It's amazing what a quarterback does for you, right? Zach Taylor's their head coach. He turned to Jake Browning. Is he ready to turn elsewhere? Jake Browning, by the way, put up big fantasy points, but he was horrible for 3 quarters. Look at his number. Fantasy points are all right. Quote, head coach, after a game like that, we're going to look at all personnel, make sure we're doing the right thing. I won't shy away from that. He was asked if will you make a change at quarterback? Because I think it's a fair question after the amount of turnovers we have. To say Jake can't win games for us, I believe Jake can win games for us. I do. We'll just continue to look at everything we can personnel-wise. End quote. Browning did win games for the Bengals 2 years ago. This year he's 0-3. Is Brett Rippon the next guy up on that depth chart, or would they make a trade? Would they call for Kirk Cousins? I mean, they're not taking on Kirk Cousins.
The Kirk Cousins conversation is out the window
because of the contract.
$90 million. And unless Atlanta is going to be like, yeah, we're going to pay this to hand a quarterback to another team, it's not happening.
So I'm not sure where else they're going. Brett Rippon got cut, from Minnesota, I think, during camp, or somebody cut him during camp, and he ended up here. We know what Brett Rippon is. We know what Brett Rippon is not. I guess we're learning what Jake Browning is as well. Like, it sucks when you're 2-3 and you're sitting there and going, all right, we should be better. I don't know. Should you be? You got two great receivers.
I think they're disappointed in Jake Browning. A lot of people were expecting more when he went 4-3 2 years ago in a stretch as a starter. There's a trust there of why they kept him around, invested in him as their backup quarterback. And you have to kind of outwardly say that, hey, we're looking at changes, going to try to keep getting better. But this isn't just QB2. This is QB 45 in the league. Like, that's the reality of it on the overall depth chart. And so going for Brett Rippon might not be the answer. And if they believe that this is probably a season-long injury for Joe Burrow, like, you have to then ask yourself about a Russell Wilson call and then say, hey, Jake Browning versus Russell Wilson, what does that do for our
Does
talent?
Russell Wilson make you much better?
If you're thinking about a change, it's better than Brett Rippon and
whatever's
at this
on the
point,
scrap heap.
Yeah, it's Jake Browning still is a guy that's been there, done that, so they believe, hey, it's a bump in the road, and at least we can get confident play.
I think they give it another week, although they got Green Bay this week. Green Bay coming off a bye and a tie. Now, I mean, I keep looking at the teams like that I think are pissed off. I think they're going to go nuts, like Penn State last week, and that didn't happen. I think they give it another week and see what happens.
Yeah, I don't think other than a name like that, a Russell Wilson, a ... because who's willing to give up a veteran quarterback right now in the backup market? Because the reality of it is, while Russell Wilson is technically QB2, you have Jameis Winston there that has money next year, so he would be movable with Russ. Other than that,
Who would you rather have, Jameis or Russ, if you're them?
Jameis Winston.
I think I would too.
But it's kind of the same experience as Jake Browning.
Yeah, but Jameis has got a little bit more success, right?
Jameis turns football over
a lot,
ton, and has have his prayers been answered to not throw pick six.
Yeah, I don't know where else you're going. I mean, you're scouring everybody's backups, but nobody's giving you a backup. Like, hey, what's Jimmy Garoppolo worth to you? But not enough, because what if Matthew Stafford goes down?
This guy that bad back.
Yeah, so I'm not going there. Carson Wentz is playing well as a backup.
And J.J. McCarthy's still not practicing yet.
Correct. So they're not doing anything there. Yeah, the backup market's tough, man. It is. I told you about Omarion Hampton going on injured reserve. That's the rookie running back for the Chargers. Patriots also lost a running back. Antonio Gibson's out, torn ACL. You see him when he came out of the tent with the tears in his eyes. That was super emotional, man. So they're down a running back. They've got the other two backs, Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson. But they're down Antonio Gibson. And then it's the Colts kicker, right? Spencer Sanders, right? I'm sorry, Spencer Schrader, who suffered the season-ending knee injury in the win over the Raiders, tore multiple ligaments. He was 13 out of 14 on field goals and 14 out of 14 on extra points. I tell you this because if he's your kicker on fantasy, go get another one because he's not going to be around anymore. So the Colts are in the market for a kicker. Younghoe Koo's out there.
Yes, he is.
Just saying. I'm just saying. I think there's a big problem at quarterback with the Raiders. So they got beat 40-6 by the Colts the other day. It's the second largest margin of defeat for a Pete Carroll coach team. They've now lost 4 in a row. Pete Carroll, quote, I'm processing it poorly, to tell you the truth, because I did expect to win right out of the chutes, end quote. Geno is the first player to throw 9 interceptions the first 5 games of the season since Zach Wilson in 2021. Man, look, there's guys to be compared to and there's guys to not. And Zach Wilson's the not. I don't know where they go either, by the way.
What? Did you keep the receipts? Can we return Geno Smith then?
I mean, seriously.
He was playing at a good level in Seattle.
At what point did they go to Kenny Pickett? So they
Sooner
went
rather than later, man. You can't. You
Right?
9 interceptions. And they looked lifeless
Gino
in that
looked,
game.
Yes, and he looks bad. Like, he peaked in Seattle under Pete Carroll. And he had a good year last year statistically when Pete Carroll was gone. So Pete Carroll went out and got him. You went and got Kenny Pickett right before the season started from Cleveland. Do I think Kenny Pickett is a great quarterback in the NFL? I do not. But I watch a lifeless, to your point, team that scored 6 points against Indianapolis, that has some weapons. Now, Brock Bowers was out. I'm well aware of that. But I went out and got Ashton Genty, who's starting to show flashes. I don't use Jacoby Myers at all. I love their young receivers. I like Thornton. I like Tucker. I like Beck. I want to use them. I don't know that I think they're great yet, but I think you've got some potential there. I feel like this is not a team without weapons. To me, the issue is quarterback.
Yeah, Indianapolis is good, as we've discussed.
Okay.
But when you get beat 42-6, and it's a trend of multiple weeks where you're just throwing it away with no consistency, no plan on offense, you look right at it.
Now, defensively, they've given up the last 4 weeks. 20's not bad to the Chargers. 41 to Washington, 25 Chicago when they gave away game. And then 40 last week. I mean, they got to clean something up there. JJ, I'm looking down the street and I'm saying, where's Kenny Pickett? Give me tiny hands. Because this is it, right? If they get beat by Tennessee this weekend, they play at home against Tennessee. And then they go to Kansas City and then the bye. I don't know that you can wait till the bye week to make the change. If Gino continues to turn the ball over, you didn't pay him a ton, did you? I mean, you paid him like $25 million a year. I know that sounds like a ton. Pay me that, I'm good too. But I mean, it's not like you broke the salary cap for him, right? I got to figure something out, man. If Gino turns the ball over again this week against Tennessee, I got to think about Kenny Pickett.
Yes, you do.
Raider fan, where do you go? 505-246-0610. Get the LeBron decision in about a half hour. Ooh, yeah, buddy. I'm going to get into some of the baseball stuff, the pitching matchups today. Dodger fan, how you feeling after what you sat through yesterday? I mean, you're up 2-0. Look, just win, baby. Isn't that the answer? Isn't that what Al Davis said? You did. How you feeling? We'll get into that as well. Twin Peaks, a good spot for you for lunch. They also, with Halloween coming up, the spooky season here, Twin Peaks has their annual Halloween costume party coming up at the end of the month, October 28th through Halloween night. So you can enjoy king-size specials, themed cocktails, and the Twin Peaks girls in their most scandalous costumes. It's the wildest party in town where scenic views meet spooky vibes. So go over there for the costumes, stay for the giveaways, and celebrate Halloween lodge style. Whether you're kicking off the weekend or closing out October, Twin Peaks will be the place to be. No tricks. It's just treats only at Twin Peaks. And when you're watching your football, Twin Peaks is your spot. And Cowboys fans especially, listen up. Twin Peaks is giving away authentic Dallas Cowboys jerseys all season long. Every game day you can enter to win and enjoy 29-degree drafts, scratch-made food, and scenic views. Just ask a Twin Peaks girl how to get in on the action. It's the ultimate way to cheer on the Cowboys. Great food, cold drinks, and a chance to score big. Football season's better with freebies. Jerseys are flying off the shelf. Game day lives at Twin Peaks. Don't miss your chance to win.
Joy 95.9 FM.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry.
The wheel play, Dodgers scored 4 runs in the 6th, and they're in the 7th, and then held on for dear life. Freddie Freeman dug a ball out of the dirt at the end. Sasaki came on to close it out, and LA is up 2-0, heading back to Los Angeles for Game 3 tomorrow. It's a best of 5. And then the Brewers' big sticks came out. They hit a couple of 3-run home runs yesterday. Got one from Andrew Vaughn, one from Jackson Churio, and William Contreras added one as well. And good pitching. And the Brewers are up. Do not be surprised. I know people are talking about Dodgers and Yankees and how cool that would be and all kinds of things. Don't be surprised if you get Brewers and Blue Jays in the World Series. Just telling you.
Don't be surprised.
Those are the two number 1 seeds. Yankees lose today. Does Aaron Boone get fired tomorrow?
No.
You know, Yankee fan has been after Aaron Boone for a long time. Bruce Bochy's on the market. I think he may be the next manager if they make the move. I think he's a terrific manager. Do you think Aaron Boone survived? If they don't win the series, is he the manager next year? He survived a lot, man. Management seems to love him.
60-40. That he's there.
All right. I kind of go 60-40 anyway. But we'll see. You know, that's a franchise, right? Where you got to win. All right. Jerry spoke today. And so whenever Jerry Jones speaks, it's a big deal. Jerry Jones was on his radio show on 105.3 The Fan, or his radio segment. And There's a video on social media that shows him flashing the middle finger. Oh my goodness! In the Cowboys win over the Jets, it was in the fourth quarter. Dak Prescott threw his fourth touchdown. Cowboys beat the Jets. At that point, it was 37-14, and he flipped off some fans at MetLife Stadium. Asked about it on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas today, quote, Jerry said, that was unfortunate. That was kind of an exchange with our fans in front of us. There was a swarm of Cowboy fans out in front, not Jets fans, Cowboy fans. The entire stadium was brimming with enthusiasm of Cowboys, and certainly late in the game. The gesture was inadvertent on my part. My finger just jumped up in the air. The gesture was inadvertent.
Happens to me all the time.
The gesture was inadvertent on my part because that was right after we made our last touchdown. We were all excited about it. There wasn't any antagonistic issue or anything like that. I just put up the wrong show on the hand. That was inadvertently done. I'm not kidding. If you want to call it accidental, you can call it accidental. But it got straightened around pretty quick. I had a chance to look at it. It got straightened out pretty quick. But the intention was thumbs up and basically pointing at our fans because everybody was jumping up and down and excited. That's the worst excuse, the worst explanation I've ever heard. You know what? Yeah, I flipped off those damn fans. So let me go. Can I go to the premise of this and then go backwards? Why is it just like why is it so unacceptable if people are talking bleep and you throw the bird at them? Why is that like the worst thing in the world? I don't find it that offensive. I know people do. I know it's like, oh, you can't do that. It's unacceptable. Players can't do that. Oh, Jerry Jones can't do that. Why is the bird flipping someone off so unacceptable? I mean, I know what it means. I know what it says.
It's one of those, you did it. Own it. The league will find you because they find other owners who've done this in the past.
Yeah.
You move on. But it's with anything. You know, you can't just have owners
flipping people
off fans. Right. Like this is a go about your day, but it's just one of those things like, okay, send it to Jerry and we'll move on.
But JJ, he's 82 years old and his synapses are not firing from his brain down to his hands quickly enough. And he meant to give a thumbs up, and instead he put the middle finger.
Flipped off the fans.
I mean, it was, if you want to call, I'm not kidding. If you want to call it accidental, you can call it accidental. But it got straightened up pretty quick. I had a chance to look at it, and it got straightened out pretty quick. The intention was to give thumbs up and basically pointing at our fans because everybody was excited and jumping up. What? I meant to go thumbs up, and I put the middle finger up instead? I just, to your point, freaking own it.
Just see me in the hallways after the show.
So when I give you the middle finger, that really means thumbs up?
Yeah. God. I'm like, good show.
Jerry Jones is gold. It is. It's just gold.
I'm surprised you wouldn't just own this. Like, and what? Yeah. Flipped you off. What are you going to do about it?
Yes. Find me $300,000. So the NFL hasn't responded yet. But last year, David Tepper, who owns the Panthers, got a $300,000 fine for what was called unacceptable behavior by the league. He was caught on video throwing a drink in direction of Jaguars fans. And then back in 2009, Bud Adams, who owned the Titans, was fined $250,000. Again, conduct detrimental to the league after he made a gesture while celebrating a win against the Bills. Just own it, man. I've never heard anybody say it was an accidental flip-off. The wrong finger went in the air. I told my hand to put thumbs up, but instead my middle finger went in the air. And I mean, if you want to call it an accident, then call it an accident. But it wasn't at the Jets fans. It was at our fans, and to our fans, I wasn't flipping you off and telling you no. I was giving you thumbs up, but somehow the synapses didn't fire, and my arm, the electrodes went down my arm, and the wrong finger went up. That's what happened. He's beautiful, man. He's gonna really. That's what happened. I'm not kidding. What he said. I'm not kidding. He's the best. He meant to give you thumbs up, JJ. But but that finger went up.
That's the way I look at it when I'm driving home in traffic.
100%.
Oh, you just meant to give me the thumbs up. Oh, you don't understand what a zipper merge is? Thumbs up.
I got caught one of those yesterday. Dude was not letting me. I'm like, come on, man. The lane is closed. Where do you want me to go? Yeah. It's the best explanation I've ever heard. And it's the worst. And it is the worst. But if you buy it, Cowboy, I mean, that's your guy. That's my owner. That's my owner. And that's my quarterback, and that's my owner. I meant to give thumbs up. It was accidental, JJ. There was a bunch of Cowboy fans in front of us. It's the best one I've ever heard. All right. I mean, God bless him. God bless him. Maybe Mark Sanchez could use something like that. No, I was going over to the truck driver, and I meant to give him a thumbs up, and instead I punched the guy, and so he stabbed me. I don't understand why he stabbed me for giving him a thumbs up. No? That won't work.
But try.
You got to be 82 and be Jerry, because no matter what, some people will never, ever, 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 ever say, yeah, I screwed up. Right? There's some people, and go there if you want, but this is one of them, who's never said, you know what, I was wrong. I apologize. Yeah, I flipped them off and I shouldn't have. Or yeah, I flipped, I meant to give a thumbs up and I flipped the bird. I just got the wrong thing. I forget which one means what. Spectacular on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 the Sports Hour.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows.
All right, what you got to know is you go through your Tuesday, you get baseball today, the early game, 2:08. Tigers hosting the Mariners American League Division Series. That'll be in Comerica Park. Series is tied 1 game apiece. 6:08, Yankees and Blue Jays at Yankee Stadium. Blue Jays looking to close out that series with a 2-0 lead. Last night, L.A. in Philly, Dodgers win 4-3. They take a 2-0 lead back to Los Angeles. The Cubs and Brewers, Milwaukee 7, Chicago 3. That series is 2-0, and it is headed back to the Windy City. Monday Night Football last night, Jaguars over the Chiefs 31-28. Trevor Lawrence ran for 2 touchdowns, including the winner where he fell down, got up, and scored with about 23 seconds to go. The Jaguars are 4-1. The Chiefs are 2-3. Opening drive, Jeff Sabieta and J.J. Buck. I don't know what the biggest story in college football is this year. It'll play out. It's probably the disappointments more than the surprises. Like, I think the best, I told you this, I think Miami's the best team that I've seen. Miami, Ohio State, Oregon. I love me some Texas Tech. But I think the biggest stories are the teams that people had. The 3 biggest names I heard going in to challenge for the championship, I guess Ohio State would have been one of them because they were the returning or the defending champs. But everyone was on Clemson, everyone was on Penn State, and Texas, right? Weren't those kind of the 3 biggest names that you heard for college football college football finals?
Yes, even Dabo was like, "Hey, we're going undefeated."
Yeah, that didn't happen. The other one is what's going on at North Carolina. Now, I don't think anybody expected them to be in the college football playoff, but it is messy. And now you're starting to hear some of the noise come out with Bill Belichick. So they're 2-3. They've been blued out the last couple of weeks. And evidently inside that locker room, it's getting really messy because there was a lot of promises. This is going to be the 33rd NFL team. We're running it like a pro team. And WRAL in Raleigh did a story where parents and players are now vocal, and evidently they're frustrated by what they're calling nepotism, preferential treatment of transfers, and the overall lack of culture in the program. They call it an unstructured mess and a complete disaster. JJ, I went in. I thought there was no way you can destroy Belichick's legacy. And I don't know that his legacy as an NFL great will ever be destroyed. But this could destroy his overall reputation as like the greatest coach of all time. Do you agree with that?
It is absolutely going to have an impact on it because this isn't just bad football. It's like bad PR around every corner with the program. It's really not understanding how things work. And I think people just assumed, oh, it's like NFL free agency now. It's going to be easy for these guys to come in and build a program. And that hasn't been the case at all at North Carolina. They're playing very bad football. Like some of the metrics, like this is one of the worst. It's going to go down as like one of the worst teams ever.
So WRAL's story talks about the behind-the-scenes stuff, and it starts with parents claiming nepotism and inexperience on the coaching staff. Quote, this is a parent of a current player. It's all starting at the top, and boys are being affected. I don't fault the players. I fault the leadership that created this toxic environment. There's an individualistic mindset. The boys are young, and they're feeding into it. Okay, that was one quote. And it says that the parent stayed anonymous for fear of retaliation. So Steve Belichick is the defensive coordinator. That's the son of the head coach. The defense has surrendered 72 points in the past 2 weeks. A source, unnamed source, quote, he has not talked or had a conversation with most of the guys on defense. They don't even have his number. That was a quote. WRAL also says communication with the head coach has been limited, especially the players who remained with the program from last year's team. North Carolina football's general manager is Michael Lombardi. He's an NFL guy. He isn't exactly getting rave reviews either on this story. Quote, Belichick will say hi when he sees players in the building. His GM, Michael Lombardi, has been described by multiple sources as rude and nasty. Nobody likes him. There's another anonymous quote. There's this embarrassing pettiness with the Patriots. Right? He won't let Patriots scouts in the building. There's unhappy fans. There's constant questions about the level of involvement of the coach's girlfriend. Jordan, what's her name? Jordan, what's her last name? I can't remember. Only 7 games until they try to turn this program over again, right? With more portal recruits. Reports like this, though, man. There's the report that Lombardi, the GM, tried to rescind one transfer quarterback's NIL money. And the current starting quarterback isn't making any NIL money. It's hard to imagine, man, Carolina's pool of recruits is going to be very deep. I mean, I don't know. Last offseason, I want my kid to go to the NFL. I'm going to have him play for Bill Belichick. This offseason, do I want my kid playing in this? I mean, WRAL comes out. This is a local affiliate, right? This is a local media. This isn't Pablo Torre coming in and trying to blow something up. This is the local media. This is, KRQE or KOB or KOAT going in and blowing up the Lobos like that. That doesn't happen a lot. Especially with a guy like this. Like, do you want your kid playing there?
I will say, where have you been if you're surprised there's nepotism in coaching?
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Have you not watched sports forever? Where do you think coaches come from a lot?
Look at Auburn. What just happened at Auburn basketball? What just happened there?
Yeah, son the job.
Bruce Pearl stepped down right before the season started and gave their son, his kid is now the head coach. Yeah.
But the rest of the stuff, it'd be, if they're playing bad football, I don't think that'd be surprising, but it's everything else.
What did you expect out of them? Because I expected them to be competitive.
4 or 5 wins?
See, I expected 6 to 7, and maybe that's just not fair. But they're 2-3, 0-1 in conference. They've beaten Charlotte and Richmond. They got pounded by TCU. They got pounded by UCF and pounded by a limping Clemson. They got this week off. They got to go out to the West Coast and play Cal, who's Jekyll and Hyde. I don't know what the hell Cal is. And then Virginia, Syracuse, Stanford, Wake Forest, Duke, NC State. So they avoided Florida State and Miami on their schedule in the ACC. I mean, you looked at it and you said, you know what? They got a relatively favorable schedule. They get Clemson at home. They don't have to play Miami. They don't have to play Florida State. Tell me why you didn't see 6 wins on them. 7 wins. Belichick's in, the greatest coach ever. Hell, he might end up being one of the worst coaches in college football history. And that's a lot to say. That may not be right, but that's what Feinbaum called him. By the way, all those stories that you read on the internet that Paul Feinbaum's off ESPN, he's not. He's all over ESPN today. Oh, ESPN pulled him, and he did that trade, Clay Travis. No, he's on. Yeah, this is it, right? This is a 1-year thing?
Sure feels like it.
I mean, I don't. Sometimes you go, what? If you're the president or the AD, you say, you know what? We took a swing, we missed. It just didn't work. And then he's done, right? Then he goes back to TV because after this, I don't think he gets an NFL job, does he? Or do you say, well, you know what? It's different and go back. Well, I mean, I can coach for Cincinnati. I can make Jake Browning a great quarterback. It's a train wreck. Thank you to Tony Sanchez. He was with us, the New Mexico State head football coach. You can hear it over on our website, Sports Animal ABQ, or wherever you get your podcasts. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show is after that. You get Forrest today. Kenny Thomas starts this new show. He'll be our afternoon host starting next Monday. Hit the Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. We're back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio starting at 7 a.m. Adrian, great work on the TV side. Thank you for dealing with all the technical stuff. He's J.J. Buck. I'm Jeff Symbieta. A big day for you?
Huge day.
Enjoy it. Be good to each other, please. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS Network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and